So the other night I was out on Netflix watching a movie called Believe, and it's a hilarious movie about how some people approach network marketing, and it made me think about how people get started in network marketing, and myself included. I've made a lot of mistakes and turned a lot of people off, and I hope that you learn from this video today on how to professionally approach people on social media or in person, to where you don't avoid or you don't lose friends over promoting your MLM business. So follow along with me. I'm going to show you a clip from that movie, and I think you'll get some great tips on how to be a little bit more effective and professional and get more results from your activity. So in the movie Believe, it shows this guy named Charlie that's checked into the MLM Recovery Center, and they're going to help him integrate back into society. So, Charlie's gone through some crazy things in prospecting and bought into some of the hype with MLM. So let's take a look at that clip real quick.
We thought Believe was going to do good things for our family. We dreamed of all the money and the things it could provide for us. And it all started out innocently enough, but Charlie got consumed. Everywhere we went, he saw it as an opportunity to approach someone. Our friends no longer wanted to be around us. And when my father died, that was the final straw. Charlie was one of the pallbearers, and when they were taking the coffin to the hearse, he started prospecting the other pallbearers. Well, that's when he was committed.
So maybe showing Charlie as a pallbearer prospecting might be a little bit overkill, but I myself, I made a lot of mistakes, and I have to admit, I looked at some of my friends, not as, I don't want to say dollar signs, but I knew that if I could just make one more sale, it would mean a new bonus, and I just kept pitching my stuff. There's nothing wrong with approaching your warm market, but you have to go about it the right way. And the first thing, the biggest mistake that I see people make is on social media and how they use social media. You want to think value, and when you send something out on social media, I want you to think about the 90-10 rule, okay? What I mean is 90% of the time you want to put out good quotes, pictures of your family, vacations, and I use the 4 E's, and they're empower, entertain, educate, and enlighten. You want to go out and empower other people. You want to write comments on their Facebook wall, and we want to start to think about attracting people instead of pitching all the time. And if you'll go out and just be honest, and just write a heartfelt, hey, that's a great picture of you and the baby, or it looks like you're having a lot of fun on your vacation. Hey, great quote, Susie, Joe, glad your business is going well, congratulations, whatever. Just go out, and people love to feel appreciated, and that's one thing you can do. That's the number one thing you can do in attraction marketing on social media, is go out and make comments on blogs, comments on Facebook, fan pages, on personal pages, and just engage with other people without expecting anything in return. So what most people do is they go out, and if you look at their wall, the thing is, you'll see all these posts of their MLM opportunity, and what you notice, whether that's working or not, is when there's 0 comments, and this is what you hear. So if you're hearing crickets on your Facebook wall, there's a reason why, because you're not engaging, you're constantly pitching. So remember the 90-10 rule on social media, that put out 90% of good, positive stuff, good quotes, educate people on something that's happening in the world. If you've got a blog and it's going to help people write a better article or make better videos, post that on your wall, and then they can see your banner links, on your blog. That way it's kind of an indirect approach. And the other thing is in person. There's a time and place for everything, and sometimes when you go to church, I've done the 3-foot rule, and I hand out cards. There's nothing wrong with that, but do it softly. One thing that I talk to people about, an approach, for friends is, I can go to a friend of mine and say, hey Joe, you and I have been friends a long time, and I value our friendship more than I value making any money from you, but do me a favor, if anybody ever mentions the name Solvay, if anybody ever mentions the name Visalis, Vima, Nerium, whatever it is, would you do me a favor and come back to me and let me tell you about it first? So that's a way to say, hey, I got something, if anybody brings it up, I can share it with you, but it's an indirect approach, a little bit more professional. And the other thing that I say is, I do this a lot. This is the one thing that I do all the time is with friends and more market, I'll say, I ran across something the other day that I'm pretty excited about, and I wanted to share it with you, but, as you look at it, it's pretty cool. It's a great health and wellness product, and I'm not looking for yes or no. Just it doesn't matter to me. You can say no, and it won't hurt my feelings, but do you mind if I send you an email for you to take a look at it? And I promise you I won't say anything else about it, but just take it away, just and just don't try to force it down them and give them all the hype. The problem with the industry is hype. Everybody, every company, and I see this the other day, I saw a friend of mine that I know what he's making, and he's talking that he's got this full-time income, and he's making about $2,500 a month, and he's been working his opportunity for 6 years. And that's not financial freedom. I mean, he's been working it to death, flying all over the world, trying to build it, and it's $2,500 a month. But what they'll say is that Susie's been in the business for 6 months. They take one person that's had success, and they try to use that's your story, or that's their story. Make it your own story and make it believable. If you want to make an extra $500 a month, that's realistic. But to say somebody's making $100,000 after 6 months, that's a very unusual income claim, and it's not realistic for everybody. So don't sell the hype. Don't pitch your product constantly on social media, and do takeaways. Just say, hey, do you mind if I send you an email? And if your company's got a marketing system, just tell them, look, I'm going to send you a few emails about this opportunity, and it's okay to tell me no. It doesn't really matter. I want to stay friends, and I don't want to be cheesy with my MLM opportunity. So take a look at that. Meetings are one thing that we haven't talked about. Inviting people to meetings and really putting the full court press on them to come to the meetings. I think people are really, really tired of that. So you got to warm people up to that, and just tell them, look, if you're not doing anything Thursday night, we're having a little get together. Again, just take it away, and just don't force anything. Just be natural, and you don't talk to friends like, hey Bob, we've got this wonderful health and wellness product, and you can lose 40 pounds in 30 days, and just be yourself when you're talking to your friends, and I think you'll have a whole lot more success. Don't pitch constantly on Facebook. That's a way to turn people off, not turn them on. If you're going to send anything, just send a quick email in a private message to Facebook to your best friends. But when you first meet somebody, don't do it right away, because they're not going to join. That doesn't work. So I hope this helps out, and if you've got any other suggestions that are working for you that you think that will help the people that watch this video, leave those in the comments section down below. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. But again, if you've got any comments for me, or you think this was good, let me know that as well. Make it a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.